I'm gonna paint a picture of what I like, and growing up, I was heavily influenced by the Cholo look and the Cholo theme lifestyle. A lot of people see it parallel with, destruction, the negativity of it, but I always admired people that dressed and lived the life of a Cholo. It's not an easy lifestyle. Stereotypes and prejudices make it very difficult for people to glorify it. But I think that it's great in every sense of it. It represents my culture. Coming up with nothing. The little bit that we do have, and shining it up and making it look like it's the best thing out there. Everybody envies it and everyone respects it. Sometimes people don't agree with it, but they still respect it. I don't glorify gangs, but like Wall said, I will not deny the fact that they exist. Started with just homeboys trying to help me out, putting me on, supporting me when I wasn't even that good and telling everybody I was good. I've said it before, I just want people who have eyes that can see to be able to appreciate my art. They don't gotta buy it. I just like to know that they can enjoy looking at my photos. I'm okay with people looking at my art. I wish there was a way to get it all away for free. That's my honest to God opinion. I feel like I don't do this for money. If I did it for money, I would do it completely differently.
You can leave them crooked, eh? Huh? So you can leave them crooked, it's all good. Alright. Gives a little bit of character.
So you your first photos, Felipe, in the art show?
Yeah.
What you got here? Give us an introduction on your photos.
Alright, so this is Southern Chico.
What's the inspiration for this photo?
These two bombs, you feel me? It's from I think the Viejitos Car Club. These two.
What made you want to take that picture?
I don't know, I just seen it. I just had to take it. I liked it. I like how there are two similar cars. Same year, just different cars. This one has gold. I don't know if you can tell, it has gold and silver.
So what do you try to show people?
I try to show them the beautiful aspects of my culture. Whatever this may be, Chicano culture, Mexican American, Latino American, Hispanic American, however you may identify yourself. Even if you're not Hispanic, Latin, Chicano, Mexican, whatever, this is what it is. Califaz culture. If you're from Cali, you can appreciate it. I've had people, of all walks of life appreciate my work, and that's my biggest success is for people that don't understand where we're coming from to still be able to appreciate the photos that I take.
We're on our way to San Ho Boulevard Nights, you know what I'm saying, on this nice September evening. Over here in the 66 Impala.
Hell nah.
67 Impala.
Hell nah.
68 Impala. You know.
Who we got in the driver's seat?
It's the infamous Felipe Newark Califaz, Crappy Goose.
Sabes.
What's up, Holmes? Over the rolling
AKA,
ends.
we call him Mr. Organico. What you rolling there, Holmes?
68 custom, baby. Call it. That's how we do. Been in my hood since 1968. You already know, man. Pretty much.
That's how old he is. He looks pretty good for that old, huh?
Oh yeah. And I'm single too.
What's another favorite of yours?
So another favorite I have is the Rest in Peace. I think this is a picture that hits close to home. It was during a time, one of our loved ones was murdered in the street, a senseless act of violence. And it's a picture of one of the homies praying at his memorial. So I wanted to capture that, It's kind of like the whole spectrum of the Barrio, something that we have to deal with, being that we're from a Chicano community. It's negativity that basically it exists, it's a problem, and I feel like it has to be addressed. And even these guys cry, even these guys feel the pain, of violence, and that's just a picture I feel like that represents that, Yeah, it's a beautiful picture, but a lot of pain happened, and I captured the moment. And it's a huge problem in our society, violence and crime, criminals and stuff like that. But there's a reason why a lot of people turn out like that. And education, the lack of opportunity in the communities, the lack of outreach, and basically home values. That's what it all comes down to. If you raise someone to be a good person, in society, they'll generally turn out to be a good person. But you're always gonna have those sour apples, and you can't blame everybody for them. I know tons of great people that might be looked at as bad people, but they don't know them, And it doesn't matter what society or what culture you go to, you're always gonna have, problems. That's everywhere. But to say everyone is a bad person, that looks like this or dresses like this is bad, that's ignorance,
So what are we doing today?
We're shooting film and digital today, both color and black and white today. With Mr. Q is my assistant, Tiburon. He's also a great photographer. So we have a 1959 hardtop Impala Chevrolet, owned by Jose Munoz, and he's from Royal Cruisers Car Club.
What's our theme here today?
Just trying to get a shot here at the car wash here in Newark, in Old Newark. Is a landmark where I'm from. Everyone comes and gets their car washed over here. So trying to preserve it.
What are we doing? New school, old school?
It's old school. Trying to get it as old school looking as possible.
I don't want to compromise my morals and ethics and values, and that's something I stand firm on. I feel like it's important to not sexualize women, and I think that's the biggest reason why I shoot women, is to show that you don't have to sexualize women to get a good photograph. I see a lot of photographers exploiting women and the culture and the lifestyle, you know, and sexualizing it, and it's very disrespectful to me, at least. And if I did something like that, you know, I wouldn't be able to invite my parents to my shows and my nieces and nephews, stuff like that. And that's the thing is, any one of my shows, it's gonna be like a family event every time. You know, you could bring grandparents to infants to kids. You know, everybody is welcome, and that's what I like about my photography. Is yeah, it's all women, but everyone could look at them. You know, people won't feel disrespected, people won't feel violated, and that's my most important, you know, ethic on photography. You know, and like I said, it just bothers me knowing that there's people out there that sexualize and exploit it. And I try to show people that you don't have to do that to get good photographs and get attention from people. You know, you don't gotta show your stuff. Point blank.